That's coming in a 45,000 point line centers and communications is all of our understanding box center communication, teleportation, line center position, telewaving, timeline system, Q calculations. I set up structure line centers. You guys have to understand everything Jeremy line center is set in position, but you have to truly understand your clocking centers and to allocate positions of time and everything through all levels of rotation. I'm sorry I'm a bit late. My maid is not here today. I'm not sure if she's coming or not, but she wasn't feeling well. So obviously I healed her. It's amazing when you can do these things to equation. Interchange, interline, interconnect, high position to allocate time. So it's trying to understand your geometric line center rotations to all levels of matrix grids, communications, high positions, force line center to allocate time. In position, light track line center, rotation interference in program setting, in position to allocate time. All right, so make sure you drink your water. Today is a different day. I woke up, gorgeous day. It's amazing, no glitching. You notice that? That's how real it is. See that solar flare? It's like side across. You're trying to balance something out. So I see electrical beam coming through. You can't see through perception because you don't know where I am through time, through space. So these box centers are going to help you in a way. In this case, we're going to go to 45,000 point line center in rotation. The clocking center is going to be on so many fast cycles. So give you guys 5-10 minutes and then we'll get started. Afterwards, we have a private sector. I got confirmation from Commander Ember in position first command. So let's see how everybody's doing. Lotus, how's it going? Thank you for the map coordinates, communications. Kitty, Cat, how you doing? Tina, woohoo. Sharon. It's incredible. You know, it really is. Everything is balanced now. You can really feel the difference. It's amazing what we're doing. So, as a rebellion, alliance, and GFL. Okay, Lieutenant Jill, how's it going? Guardian of the Galaxies. Hey, Rebellion, glad you made it. Heard you guys got in at 2. That's great. Get comfortable because we are going to blast off. You guys have to learn how to basically, we're not going to be in a teleportation unit. We're going to travel through our positions to our own avatar. It's really fast when you do these things. Now, you can only do this through an acceleration when you go to higher levels of geometry setting. It's all triangle force, triangulation line conditions. You come to hexagon, octagon, throtagon. Oh, a throtagon is very fast in position locations. The geometry line center is all structured view. You just have to truly understand these things because you're always traveling. And when you're traveling, you're going through higher positions to its geometry line center, geo's track location to its connections. Really powerfully coming to positions. For all the new viewers there, welcome. Basically, you're going to go through observation system. Everybody has to go through an energy wash, security defense line positions. Don't touch the walls. Don't jump the ceilings. Okay, so it's very important to understand these things. You don't want to be in that connections, all right? Too much reaction to the physical line center. All right, in position locations, Janet, Steph, how's it going? Okay, Janet, got the confirmation line center. You have an appointment, that's fine. Let's see, Melinda, how you doing? Or Diane? Let's see, light codes. All right, Captain Smith, great. It's great to see everybody. Smiles all around. The energy is fantastic, guys. It really is. Starlight. Okay, new travelers. Connor, McDonald. Okay, let's see. Rebellion. Okay, great. It's fantastic. It's amazing we see these things. It's incredible how we do these things through time. So the structure line center is set up position. So it's going to feel a little bit more of a location to a vocation, communication light track. So it's kind of like if I stand in the center right now and I stand straight up, you have to stand the Merkaba as a tesseract. So it sets at the code line center. So you're coming into your navigation light conditions. So it's true you're standing and all of a sudden you're just, you go right up. Okay. You guys are always in your teleportation units. You have to know what it's like because we're going to go travel into space and we're going to go into the center point to all position location of the new constellation path. Okay, we have to go into the Colossus channel. Now, Colossus channel is the 45,000 point line center of dimensional time. It's going to lock your interference position locations. Okay, so you guys are going to feel like Superman, right? Because you're going to be going in your avatar. You're going to be traveling in your avatar. You're not going to be in teleportations or console communications of your UFOs or anything that connections. You have to learn how to travel in space and be yourself in like position, right? Rockets surface all levels. Get ready to blast off. Okay, destruction line is set up. Coordinates are set up. All right, so when you see this, please don't touch the walls, don't touch the ceilings, don't touch anything. Just stand straight and you'll go right up. Okay, so it's really paying attention to these things because all the computers are set up. The eternal line interference position locations. All right, so you're going to see the Grathian. Now, Grathian is communications to the Greys. All right, transmission communication line center rotation to Orion's belt. Constellation path is its gateway interference. This is the Colossus location to its connections at high positions, all levels of its track location. All right, so when you see these two calculations, you'll travel extremely fast. So it's kind of like being in a plasma. It's kind of like a crypto surface. It's kind of like it's a hub, okay? And it's all about from here to here to here, okay? So it's kind of like a pill, all right? So you're going to be put in position. The plasma is going to come up, and it's going to seal you in from the ground center. All right, so it's set up position location. This is what it looks like through track system. All right, this is very powerful. These are the sonar line center. You guys are under center point positions. I'm going to put point system locations, and you're going to go straight up, right to the constellation path. See how it's set up in sequence? This is the ground line center, okay? So it's true to understand how you go into platforms of communication line position. It's amazing how things are set up, right? See those box line centers, right? These are the 45,000 line position locations of position to its constellation path. So we're going to set up a new gateway interference to a new gateway line center to a new position location, putting everybody into the fifth dimensional conscious level connections, right? So, and it's all about understanding the UFO position locations becoming a teleport, right? Telepad communication. So it's going to be like a landing airstrip to its position, to its connections. It's going to light graph the screen and open up a whole new universal door direction, which is really, really exciting. So, okay, time locks, communication, initiate, opposition, observation line center, in calculations. Yeah, the GFLs and everything, the rebellion, set the time line center, laser direction line interference, rotate position line connections, traversal of time. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. So, finger points going from here. You're going to go straight up, right to the constellation path. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Disappeared. See? See? It's gone. See? See there? See how it disappeared? Pretty amazing, right? So, in position locations, you guys disappeared in Highline Center. All right, 30 minutes. Have fun. Make it 40. There you go. Right from here, right up. 40 minutes. Have fun. Get into contemplation, Highline Center connections, all levels, console connections, all levels at rotation 2's positions. All right. Boom, boom, up. Yeah. So don't touch the walls. Don't touch the ceiling. Don't get too like, because you're basically you're in the center point. You can't get out. You're in a plasma. Okay, it's like an orb, but you're going to go right up. See, laser's not there anymore. See, it's gone. See how it disappeared? We can't laser direction line center rotation interference position locations, right? It changes track line rotation. So in position, it's disappeared now. So that means the laser went up here at position location. It's incredible force how we do these things in time center. All right. So So 40 minutes, have fun. Know exactly what you're doing. You got your instructions, locations, Highline Center, all levels of 24, 48, or 72-hour window. That's eternity steady, right? So you come into your 12 line center. So it's kind of like leaving the quantum surface and you're going from 24 to 48 to 72. And that's what you're doing. You're going, and then you all level off. And then you start to get in, you got to get into your avatar signals. It's like you're Superman. So it's a little bit different. It's like, whoa, you're trying to get your balance, like you're skydiving, right? Because you're not in a teleportation unit. It's different now because you're just using your body, right? All right. Okay, security alarm. Yep, exactly. Grounded chakras aligned, centered, balance, flexible capacity, sun, moon, Orion's belt, E-fields up, elevator to Orion's belt. Excellent. Let's see. Thank you, Amber says. Thank you, brother Michael. You notice that you don't have any more problems with my voice, right? Because look what we just finished doing yesterday. Everything's aligned now, right? So we have a whole new timeline. Now, to set it up, we have to go through Orion's belt and set up a new gateway to the Colossus channel. So once we get that done, time sequence and position locations, all Humanity Line Center will be in rotation 2, February 22nd, setting the core system to the receptor in position location, the I-line center to the third eye track locations. Coming into its division. So, whee! Yeah, you're already wobbly. It's like an elevator tube, like a bank. Yep, that's exactly what it is. It's like an elevator tube. Yep. Others drawing it up and supporting me as a balance all ways, creating master up to 72, flying solid, fun. In the middle, star, and the belt. Yeah, so know exactly what you're doing. You got your structures, you have your journeys, you have your missions, right? But it's a little bit different. So as long as you stand straight and you just go right up, you're fine, right? All right. Right with third eye, placing fields. Yes, I'm light-headed. And that's exactly what it is because you guys are in your teleportation units. It's a little bit different because it's in its own structure, right? But when you're actually traveling, right, as yourself, it's a little bit different. Actually, it's more than expected, but it's amazing how things are set up in travel to position. It's pretty wild. All right. Placing E-fields, yep. Okay, that will balance out when you get to Orion's belt. Know exactly what you're doing through your 45,000 line position dimension line connections of a colossal channel. That communication line center sets up the graph line rotation to the sun position. The pixel activation line center has to strip its position to all levels of the moon program setting in calculation to its perceptions to its hologram structure. So all right, let's see. Cold atmosphere. 3 points of energies, balance, evaluation, data, compilation, simulation. Beautiful. Bringing grounding waves back down the elevator. Okay, emerging through Gaussian systems, collecting all black dots, turning the greens or texting through 144, then merging to 244, and 344, and fast as light. And that's it. Because you're not in a teleportation unit. It's different now because you're by yourself and you have to really understand how to travel, right? I had to learn it. You have to learn it. You can't just be in a UFO and use a console. Woohoo, this is fun, right? It has a gear shift. You have the throttles. You go to accelerate, decelerate, or anything in that conditions. You can time positions, your 12, 24, 48, 72, 144, or anything above that. You have to get into all levels of 10-digit line centers of numbers into one sequence location. Past acceleration times. So it's really, really powerful. Merging through the connections, yeah, fast on light speed using either its balance of center energy, yeah, through a middle star. Very good. Excellent. Strings of tunnels, gateways to past, present, future. That's exactly what it is. As Heather was coming into confirmation, the data process line center. Exactly. So you guys are going into the past of its gateway of Orion's belt into the present to the future. And then you're going to go back to the center, and then you're going to go back down. Okay. When you finish your missions, you go back on the grid, right? So it's the reverse line center. Okay. It's pretty wild. All right. So when you finish, you come right back down. Okay. And that's it. You go back in your current location. All right. But you have to understand the gateways. And that's the Colossus channel where you go from the past, the present, and the future. So you're time locking position locations. You have to learn how to travel as yourself, as light, because you're traveling faster past acceleration of light speed. It's really powerful when you do these things, you know. Really try to get the control how to really bounce when you're traveling, right? And the oxygen changes, the atmosphere changes, you know. You get more in your compartments of your ecosystem. The energy lights communication of compartmentalized center. You have water containments that you can use position if you overheat your circuits. You have to learn how to use your body as atmosphere of time and anything through space of travel. So all right, using, okay, let's see, strings of tunnels, gateways, past, present, future, yeah, all right, belts, okay, morning, okay, knowing how to use your structures in your inner child connections, holding space-time for their rebellion, very good, Commander Don. Light expansion, protection of pillar of us, yep. Lungs expanded, calming breath, yeah, make sure you breathe, Janet, drink your water, okay, zip, zap, zoom, breathe, everyone, breathe, 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 it's different, guys. You're not in a UFO. You're doing this by yourself. So it's kind of like floating in space. All clocks merge and now, okay, 344 is fun. Woohoo, yeah, okay, steady as she goes. And right coordinates are in. All right, you guys are doing a great job. Rings of Orion's Belt, shifting through clocking trifactors. Very good. Commander Jill. All right, I'm just drafting your third slingshot. Engage, yes. Balance codes, harmonics, all divine. See, the thing is, too, is you guys know exactly what you're doing because it just structures the position. You always stay in the sonic waves. You always stay in your harmonics. You always stay in position. You just go to different levels, but you're doing different things, but you stay in the right location of what you're doing through your structure, which is amazing because that doesn't change. What changes is your vibration goes higher. So you're putting higher position line connections to its gateways of its past, its present, and its future. So, all right. So we need a new clocking system of past, a new clocking system of present, and a new clocking system of the future. All right. So in position tomorrow, we take the past, the present, and future into one. So the atom line center is already set up. The 8-line center rotation structure location, which is a 12 cycle to new DNA track line center. We put the clocking system into the atom rotation, and then it just goes into position. Hooah. So cycle interference, time position of fifth dimension of conscious level. Really fantastic stuff when we see these things. Okay, Orion's belt forms a flux of energy channels. Yeah, this is the same path as the drawing I sent you the other day. Yep. And connections. But now you have all clocking system now, Chris. You didn't have that before. Now you have that. You need the 12, 24, 48, 72, and the 144. All right, because it's in position location where you have Atlantis and you have everything Plumeria. It's all in position. Now we have the atom, but we need the clocking of the past, the present, and the future into a new position, to new activation core, to its Orion's belt. Right, that goes into the clocking center line connections of its heart reactor, into its computer line center, to its humanity system. So, all right, let's see here. Okay, zoom. Grounding, growthings, middle star, incredible general. Hey, you're welcome. Thank you, Amber. Pure energy, yeah. Your time vortex 344, zoom. Yeah, it gets easier when you guys learn how to travel. And once you go past 144, you're going past light speed. But it's a bit different now because you're doing it yourself now. You are yourself. So you have your energy fields, you have your force fields. You have to understand what an energy field and what a force field is. It's two different. Energy field and a force field is not the same thing. Okay. Energy field, okay, is position of your plasma line inside rotation to your rainbow activation to its ground line connection of your clocking location to its position, right? A force field is its position locations when you travel from higher line center to all position acceleration. So it's a little bit more. So it's about layer. in that conditions, right? So when you draw a sequence like this is what it is, okay? Light signals to location. Sun has to recognize your E fields and your force fields and your energy cycles to that position. Well, it's amazing how it's structured. I think it's pretty amazing to see these things in calculations. So you have a rainbow body, right? That has gone higher levels. So you have to learn how to travel through all coloration of light travel, geometry line center to operation 2 directions. So you're creating your imagination to your inner child. So you come in that position, right? So this is you. This is you, right? This is all you, right? You have to come into space. You come into the rainbows. This is the activation to the hologram structure. This is what humanity is coming into in position. They're coming into that. So they have to come into their own TV reception of themselves. Okay. So you guys are coming into this. And it's really fascinating. You come in from this, right? You guys are all turning black into space. You're creating space now with your planets. So you guys are halfway in position. Hoo-ah, right? See the difference? So when you create the space, you create the planets and everything inside space, which changes your clocking center at 12, 24, 48, 72, and 144 clocking center, right? So once you come into full space line center, you create everything inside through time. So in that position, you're just coming into a new Orion's belt to its calculations, right? New sun, okay, to new clocking center, and a new moon, which is amazing, okay? And remember, the sun and the moon are always in sequence with each other. It's a magnetic channel to its magnetic force comes into its relation, right? So it hides its position line center in calculations, comes into a new channel of a TV reception. Hoo-ah! All right? So that comes in position locations, past, present, and future. So we take the clocking system of all three, right? And we put it into one signal, into one position location to the 8 central line center. So it goes into the atom. The clocking system goes into the atom. All right, so here's the atom in position. It's really fascinating when you see these things in calculations, guys. Here's the atom. All right. There's the atom. All right. So it goes into the clocking system right here in position. So you take all levels, okay, into 1, 2, and 3, sets up a new clocking system to its location. Hoo-ah, right? That changes time, barometer, binary, and position to the heartline center. And then we go in positions to the mothership. Mothership gets in position locations, comes into a new ground line center to a new crop circle location, comes back up to the center position to its calculation. And then we go zip, zap, zoom into one position to center operation of calculation of a new 5th dimensional line connection. Hoo-ah! See? It's all set up. It's amazing how it comes into that form. All right. Yep, you're floating. Yep. Reboot, confirming master clock of timelines. Oh, good. Goosebumps. Heavy to breathe. Breathe, 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 Steph. Drink your water. Breathe. Try to get. Create space inside. Travel is space. It's weather. Okay. Get into your elixirs, get in your cosmic, get in your serpent flames, your serpent fires, going in that calculations. Once we get in the clocking line center, everything through all position, you come into that position. So, okay. This is great. No glitches. I love it. This is so awesome. I love it. Yep. The solar energy to you. Okay, helping by sending energy to help stabilize everyone. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sending our heart blast a team. Whoosh. Great job, team. See, it gets easier when you guys do these things. You know exactly what you're doing through structure. So that doesn't change. The only thing that changes is you go to higher positions of time. You go like between 144, 244, 344 in acceleration to anything through teleportation line conditions, but you're always in the same job description. That doesn't change because it confuses your alignments, right? So it gets easier and easier and easier and easier and easier once you understand the connections and how you guys became Rebellion and the GFL. All right, to its light. All right, excellent. White beams from my hands. Yep. Yeah, so the white beams are a position of you. All right, so if you notice, there's starlights in here. It sets up code signals all through your bar graph line center. We'll get in that position because we travel through our finger points. But you have to understand clocking systems of the moon and all position locations on a high line center of the sun and everything through its keyboard line center. Rotation center position 2. We're going to come into aerodynamics, aerokinesis, weather pattern line center, clocking locations of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 here, 2 within system. Okay, and you got 2 within activation. You got 2 suns and 2 moons in position. You got a triangle line center. Hold it in position. And release it through signal. All right. So heart expansion upgraded from Orion's Belt. Crying. Yeah. No, I know. That's a thing. Once you get the clocking center and the heart reactor, everybody comes back in position locations. You got to set all levels of the altimeter, okay, miles per second in high position locations. All right. New atom activate. Yep, exactly. Very good, Amber. Excellent. So now the atom is activated through the 8-line center, through the crown location. Now we just got to put the clocking system in the atom system. Woo. So humanity is coming into new past, new present, and new future line. Great job, guys. Okay, grounding, green heart energy, and earth times around the same conditions there. I'm seeing a spinning ember. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's all about the operation of an engine. It's all about understanding you have the atom, and then all you got to do is just and then it goes, and the 8 goes around the circle like this. So what happens when the atom it drops into the center, right, and the 8 goes around in position, it sets up all levels of illumination of Orion's belt into the past, present, and future into one. Okay, the Colossus channel is in the one direction line center, which put humanity in position to one direction and no longer in the past and no longer in the future, only in the now. Okay, so that 0 tracks position of Vega of 0.1111.01. That's the code line center to humanity to its conscious system of 30%. Hooah! All right, this is fun. Okay, let's see here. Clocking system, position, location, Orion's belt now activating. Very good. Michael, yes, you did. Duality. And see, the thing is, too, is we're taking a whole levels. Remember how you 2 dualities, right? That's conceptual and interference with humanity because they don't understand their clocking center. Because there's not 2 dualities. There's you and there's the alter ego of you. That's the 2 dualities. But where's the third? You know? So that the third is its future to its connection where everybody comes in the center line center, the heart reactor to the clocking locations where there is an integration of future self. So the avatar comes in position location. Once it starts to remember a new past line center, a new present location, and a new future integration line center, it comes into the balanced position of a new clocking system of Orion's belt. New gateway interference to its channel of its Colossus system. So it's really exciting. All right, atom spinning is beautiful, much love, light coming from the spinning atom. Yep. Excellent. Solar light, energy coding, illumination, atom center. Okay, so you guys are almost done. I can see that through traction. All right, so I'm going to zip you guys back down. So it's going to feel like you're, so it's like, and your cheeks are going to, you're going to suck right in because you're going back down. right? So it's really interesting how that, all right? Initiate ground line center, back in communication with Orion's belt. High positions back in the ground conditions. Yep. Observers in the outline center looking in position line conditions. The GFLs and everything are rebellion. Set the code signals. Bring them down at position locations. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's go calculation. Need a laser direction line center. Okay, here we go. We're here. We're going to go back down. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Back in position. There you are. See, you went so fast. You're right here. Past acceleration of light speed. See how you don't see the line strip? You just see it from here. There you are, right there. So I went from here, and then I went, and that's all you see, right? It's amazing what you can do through a digital pad of positions to all levels of calculation, to finger point line connections, round line center position locations, to a box line center of 45,000 line communications of dimension line center of point system location. Hooah. So that was fun. All right. So your hair goes, you go back down. Yeah, it's like falling down a tree. And you're hitting each branch. You're going. That's what it sounds like. It's pretty wild when you pick up all levels. It's not just lights, guys. It's laser. It's not just laser. It's atoms. It's not just atoms. It's connecting to everything through vibration, and merging everything through balance, and how everything sounds. Putting all your senses together. Understanding laser. What does laser sound like? Right? What is that? You have to pick up these things. What does this all mean? It's all positions of you to understand all level connections, right? Of your senses, right? You have your eyes, your ears, and everything. Your voice square line center attaches everything through connection to positions. Powerful stuff. All right. So impressed with you always. Well, thank you there. Can't wait to see your log. I love when it's, hey, Rebellion here. This is Airbender here. We had a really powerful day today. Oh, I'm just going to show you my structures here. Here we go through connection. You catch on with everybody, when you get into the activation cycle. It's amazing how you pick up everything through voice grid locations, right? So it's really, really amazing. All right. So I see you guys in the private sector. Adios. Woo!